Quran a divine book? What are the criteria to verify that? Episode 10, the sixth criterion. Is the book unique and unparalleled, impossible to challenge or imitate? Muslims believe that the Quran is a miracle and that no one can produce anything like it, not even a single surah. Here, God challenges humans to produce something similar if they have any doubt that the Quran is not from God. The first challenge is in chapter 2, verse 23, which states, "And if you are in doubt about what we have sent down upon our servant Muhammad, then produce a surah the like thereof and call upon your witnesses other than Allah, if you should be truthful." The second challenge is in chapter 11, verse 13, which states, "Or do they say, he invented it? Say, then bring 10 surahs like it that have been invented and call upon, for assistance, whomever you can besides Allah, if you should be truthful." The third challenge lowers the bar to producing just one surah like those in the Quran. This is clear in chapter 10, verse 38, which states, "Or do they say, he invented it? Say, then bring forth a surah like it and call upon whomever you can besides Allah, if you should be truthful." It is worth noting that there is no point in mentioning that the challenger should bring their supporters and witnesses, as stated in the above texts. This request is meaningless because the challenger will undertake the challenge on their own and does not need anyone else to participate. This request indicates a weakness in the eloquence of the text and serves no purpose other than to show arrogance and vanity on the part of the one demanding the challenge or the author of these texts. Before discussing the challenge, we must remember two important points. Firstly, the Quran is in Arabic, so it makes no sense to challenge approximately 96% of the world's population who do not know the Arabic language. Secondly, the challenge of the Quran does not concern non-believers, those who are convinced that the Quran is a collection of confused verses and illogical fallacies that have no real value in their view. Not to mention, there are clear indications that the real purpose of the Quran was to serve as a tool for Muhammad to achieve his personal goals. Despite all this, those who are well-versed in the Arabic language have accepted the challenge and produced texts that are clearer and better than the Quran. However, the problem is that most Muslims will not accept or even consider any challenge or alternatives to the Quranic texts, as they have been injected with the absolute belief that the Quran is the word of God and challenging it is impossible. You can review many alternative texts to the Quranic verses on the internet to judge for yourselves that there are those who have accepted the challenge and provided what they believe to be texts that surpass the Quran in meaning and eloquence. There are many famous literary works that are truly beautiful and inspiring to many authors, such as those by William Shakespeare, Charles Dickens, and Jim Lewis. These works are considered unique, but none of these figures claim to be divinely inspired prophets, nor did they claim that what they did was a miracle that no human could replicate or match. If any of them had made such a claim, they would undoubtedly be considered insane. And it is clear the efforts of Shakespeare and Dickens are recognized as fictional works, and thus, the Quran can also be viewed as a work of fiction. We have seen that the Quran possesses all the characteristics that qualify it to be a book created by humans rather than of divine origin. We will examine further evidence of this later. With this, I come to the end of this episode. For more details, you can refer to my books The Islam Delusion and Faith Exodus, Understanding Muslim Apostasy. Greetings to you all, and see you soon in the continuation of the series Is the Quran a Divine Book and How Can We Verify That?
Talal Ar-Rawandi.